Tasty. All right, we are live. Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Coming at you tonight with some Lucha love. Folks, Season 4 is almost done, and it's already breaking my heart. We got 2 episodes to go, although it kind of freaked me out. I looked at my DVR setting for next week, and it says Ultima Lucha Quattro Part 2 is on next week. I think that's a mistake because it's supposed to start next week, not end next week. So I think that's just a programming error. I hope. I'm sure it'll fix itself. I'm not too worried about it. They haven't had any problems before. I just don't know how the hell they're going to cram all this stuff into 2 hours because, oh my God, they got, 8 matches plus all the cinematic stuff to boot? I don't know. Maybe they'll do 1 hour next week and then 2 hours the following week. I'd like to think they would give at least that much time to that Part 2 or an hour and a half. I'm hoping. But, we'll get what we get. Chat's going on tonight. TJV. Spot at the end was epic. In fact, all of tonight's Lucha Underground episode was epic. Jerry's in the chat. What's up? Yes. Tonight was epic. That whole match. I mean, I had a feeling it was going to go all night long. Can you imagine Papa Cueto trying to get a date and, screaming about a match going all night long and then bragging about how he could? It's like, no, dude, no. Just, you're not sexy. It's not going to happen. It's well, next week and week 2 is 2 hours. Is that confirmed? I hope it is. We'll see. Yeah, we're certainly hoping. So yeah, man, come on in, sit down, crack a cold one, or fix yourself a tasty beverage. I did. I'm still working on that bottle that Styles left here when he was here a couple of weeks ago. It's slowly whittling away. TJV says yes. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Do you have a source? No, I'm just messing with you. But yeah, let's talk about that ending segment. We saw a brief glimpse of Johnny Mundo, and I keep going back to the trailer because that's where we get a lot of these little glimpses from. It's like, ooh, we saw this, and we saw this, and we saw a second of this, and this fight from this. And episode by episode, we put the entire trailer together like, oh, that's what this is from, or that's where they took this from. That there's a glimpse of Johnny Mundo doing some parkour training on the rooftop with the LA lights in the background. It's really it's a great cinematic moment. It really is cool. I mean, if you guys follow me on a regular basis, he's one of my favorites. Yes, Eric Van Wagner Way. Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Has confirmed it. Oh, okay. Cool. I know he's on the MMM show a lot. By the way, if you're not familiar with that, the Masks, Mats, and Mayhem, I believe that's what it is. They call it the MMM show. It's another YouTube channel. They get all the guys from LA around there on their show. They've had Cross on there and Paul London and Eric, Chris DeJoseph. I've had Chris DeJoseph. Well, I should say I can't say I booked him, but I have to say we because it was on the Rambling About Wrestling podcast back Oh, God. At the beginning of season 2. Oh, that goes, excuse me. Wow, that goes back a little bit. Ah, man. What an episode. So yeah, let's talk about that scene. He's dancing around. I mean, not dancing. He's working out, doing some moves on top, and all of a sudden, Aerostar is there. And he says he's basically there to let him know he wants to help him. Johnny, being Johnny, says, "Well, with your luck that you had tonight, I don't think I need any of your luck." And he's like, "Well, look, you saved one of my brothers. Now I want to save yours." And he's talking about Drago. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, swooping down from the heavens comes Drago. And what does Drago have? He's got the gauntlet in his hand. Oh man, we have been waiting all season for this, because in the trailer we get a glimpse of Johnny with the gauntlet on his hand and the lightning in the eyes and everything. Oh my God, I can't wait. I cannot wait. So excited for this. Because when you saw the trailer before the season started, it's like, how the hell does Johnny Mundo get the gauntlet? What? It deserves one more. What? Crazy. And so they're talking to him. They're like, if you think you're gonna go up against Matanza, you're just gonna end up like another sacrifice. And he's like, I don't need any help. And they're like, look, just put it on. And he's like, all right, whatever. And he puts it on and he gets the lightning in the eyes. And he's like, I feel like a god. And he starts doing his punching. That was kind of goofy at the end, but it was cool. And I'm sure Drago and Aerostar, off camera, they look at each other like, oh, what did we do? So yeah, Johnny's got some extra ammunition for his match with Matanza. We don't have that confirmed for next week, but we do know we have the Trios Championship Elimination match, and the main event is Mask versus Mask, Son of Havoc versus Killshot. I can't imagine that they'd have just those two matches, but I mean, look, tonight we had a match and then about a 5-minute cinematic segment. And I'm glad they gave as much time as they did to tonight's match, because there were some significant people that needed to shine in this match that haven't been able to shine all season. Namely, number one, Dante Fox hasn't been okay. Dante Fox was around last week, but really didn't get to do much. This week, totally shined. Big Bad Steve has had his ass kicked all season, on and off. Tonight, he had a chance to shine. King Cuerno's been in and out of the season. I mean, they really all had moments to shine tonight. The only one that really didn't much was Hernandez, because he was the first one to get eliminated. I love it when he's like, he's like, suck it. It's like, dude, you're not DX. I love his strut, though. His strut is priceless. Oh, my God. It's better than Vince's. Oh, it's too funny. And especially with like the purple pants. Or did he have those on this week? I had them on last week. Whatever. um, so yeah, let's talk about this. I mean, we only got one batch, but there are some fun spots in here to talk about as well. This is the 7 to Survive Gift for the Gods Championship match. It's elimination style. We got King Cuerno. Oh my God, I did not spell that right. Jeez Louise. C-O-E, no. Sometimes my notes, my goodness. We got Big Bad Steve with Famous B. Famous B has some moments in here too. Hernandez strutting and, well, not cutting, but he's strutting. Aerostar, love some Aerostar. Holy cow, he's just amazing in this episode. PJ Black and Jake. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it's 7 of them. Sorry. Oh my God. Brain fart. PJ Black, Jake Strong, and Dante Fox rounding out the 7. And by all means, folks, put in the chat. Let me know what your favorite, or if you're watching this after the fact on WrestlingWithWrestling.com. If you're coming in late and you haven't seen all of this, this will be up on WrestlingWithWrestling.com later, whereas all my Lucha Underground stuff is going on. Let me know what your favorite spot of the evening is. Notable first spot that I wrote down here in my notes: Big Bad Steve getting handed the wrench from Famous B, and he just starts clobbering people with it. And the crowd is funny. I mean, the crowd has been behind Strong all season, and when he does the whole, classic Jack Swagger thing, the crowd chants. Excuse me, my goodness. The crowd chants Strong. Now, when Steve was beating down people with the wrench, people were he'd hit him. Steve. What is with the season 4 crowd? It is certainly a different crowd that we've had past seasons. It's been a funny crowd. Certainly different. Not knocking them, just different, hamming it up a little more, I think, I think one of the best spots of the evening, Aerostar looks behind him, and here comes Drago with somebody driving a forklift. Drago's got like the construction yellow striped vest and helmet on his. He's flagging into forklift guy with the pallet on the on the front. Aerostar gets on the pallet, and they basically lift him up above the height of the balcony, basically as high as the railing of the balcony, which is at least 20, I'd say, this is a guess, of course, but it looks like it's about 20 feet above the ring, I'd say. Aerostar on the forklift was much better than Judy Bagwell on a forklift. Also, oh my God, I remember that. Also, Draco auditioning for a spot of the new the Village People. Yes, of course. That could be like the new I don't know. Lucha Underground cover band or no. You can see Drago up on the grandstand. and then he'd dive off. Oh, Village People. Good one. Good one. But yeah, he lifts up Aerostar, and Aerostar jumps off onto, what is it? It's what, Big Bad Steve and who's the other one? Cuerno? It was two of them. I think it was Cuerno. But then he ends up pinning Big Bad Steve off of that. I'm pretty sure that's how that went. Jake Strong, right before that, Jake Strong ended up eliminating PJ Black. PJ Black, my goodness, just kicking balls all night. It's just cringe talking about it. I mean, he was really down and dirty tonight. Worldwide Underground personified, just kicking low blows to everyone. He got eliminated by Jake Strong. Was just on fire tonight. I gotta say this has really been Jake's season, and it's taken me about 3/4 of the way through the season to be like, wow, like to like really get on the Jake Strong train. Because when he first showed up, I was like, I don't know, like there's been some like weird combos or some weird groups walking into the temple, and you're just kind of like, it's Lucha Underground. I could take it or leave it. I love the show. But Jake Strong, there was like, he was like the first like big WWE guy to walk in and just wreak havoc over everyone. Like PJ Black was a good fit. I think some people forget sometimes that he was with WWE. But yeah, he was, and he shined. He was a great addition to the show. And he shined even brighter here with the Worldwide Underground, being a bad guy, kind of like being their own little Lucha Libre version of DX, causing havoc, running amok, attacking people and stuff. Worldwide Underground's been great. PJ Black's been a great part of it, but man, Jake Strong, of all the people this season, like going into like the first like few episodes and seeing people just grab that, I shouldn't even say the expression because that sounds just like horrible. I was going to say grab that brass ring, but that's not. We'll say just grabbing the season by the balls. Totally. Jake Strong has done it. And I got to say, I mean, it took me a while. It's not that I didn't like him. It's just watching him come down, and it's like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Now, I mean, it took me a while, but I'm feeling it. Jake Strong has just been, he's been amazing. He's been amazing this season. He really has. And just looking at how the first 20 episodes went, and now him being Gift of the Gods champion, I think, well, you should never assume anything in Lucha Underground, but I think we can almost guess how this one's going to end. And I hate to say that because that makes it sound like, oh, Lucha Underground just became predictable. It's really not. It's not. It's the most unpredictable thing out there, in my opinion. I mean, you can kind of tell where some storylines are going to go because they're so unique and different. And, sometimes it's like, oh, this guy's doing this, and then you think this is going to happen. And then it does. Okay, well, yeah, you can call that predictable. You could also call it good storytelling, too. And Jake Strong's story throughout this entire season has just been ridiculous. It's just tremendous. I mean that in a good way, Let's get back to the match here. Here we go. Yeah, that jump from Aerostar. My goodness, like a 20-foot splash off the pallet. Somewhere JR is screaming, "My God, that pallet had a family." No, okay. And Dante Fox has a season 4 moment himself, and it's almost a bit of a throwback to between both of these. It's kind of a throwback to season 1. Thinking of Angelico. You could almost call this like a tribute to Angelico because, well, he's dead. It's no longer with us. Pardon the pun. It's been strong, logical booking. You're pardoned. Oh, goodness. Yeah, a lot of fun. Dante Fox and the Swanton off the entrance platform. That was cool. But that landing, oh my God, when he came down, and I think he came down hard on his ass. I don't know if he was selling or if he was like, oh my God, my ass, I'm dying here. I mean, he was really limping pretty bad at the end of that. So I wouldn't be surprised if he tweaked something in his back from doing that, or was he limping before that? I don't remember, but he looked like he was, by the end of the match, he was a hot mess. He really was. King Cuerno was eliminated from the Fox catcher. That was a great moment for Dante Fox. I got a feeling we're still going to get something from Dante this season. I mean, he's in, at least I think that was him in the trailer. I'm pretty sure. In his, what do they call them? The dress blues? I think they call them something like that. There is a glimpse of him in the trailer dressed up in his military uniform. So I think we're going to see him for something in the next 2 episodes. It's hard to tell what, we like to think we know what's happening, but a lot is going to happen over the next 3 hours of Lucha Underground between the 2 episodes. Because I'm going by what TGV said. 2 hours of the second episode. I'm banking on that. I hope it happens. Let's see here. And then the last 2, King Cuerno, Dante Fox and Jake Strong. Man. Jake Strong snapped his ankle. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he snapped a few ankles tonight. He snapped Aerostars, he snapped PJ Blacks, and he snapped Dante Fox. Man. And they're adding the little sound effects to the show. It's a show. They can add, they don't do that in the WWE. They don't do that in Impact or ROH or Ring of Honor or New Japan or any of those. But Lucha Underground is different. It's Hollywood. We forget that once in a while. It's a show with wrestling. It's not a brand. So they add those little effects here and there. And then you've got, Matt Stryker. Oh, did you hear it? Yeah, we heard it. Oh, my God. It's like corn on the cob. Oh, Cuerno saved Aerostar from getting his. Oh, that's right. He stopped him. That's how he was eliminated. But he stopped him from getting his ankle snapped. You're right. Thank you. See, I've got great people filling in the blanks for me all the time. Thank you. You're right. I forgot that. I noted down here that Aerostar was eliminated by Jake Strong. I think he made him tap, but he didn't break his ankle. You're right. You're right. Um. So then, and Dante Fox is the last to be eliminated, and Jake Strong is your new gift of the gods champion, and he's on the road to finish this season quite assuredly as another champion. If he keeps this up, I mean, he's been unstoppable. It's been absolutely crazy. It's like there is a force behind him, and we saw a pinch of that last week when he was talking to Papa Cueto in his office. And they were having that conversation, and I said, and that was the first time all season. Papa Cueto's been balls all season. Doesn't give a shit about anything. Your feelings out the window. Booking it how he wants to, doesn't care. And not scared of a damn thing until last week when Jake's keep wanting to call him Swagger. Can't help it. He's Jack Swagger. When Jake Strong was in his office, turned around, looked at him, and said, "By the way, this temple's not yours anymore." And he said, "It's mine." He's gritting his teeth, and he was all demonic sounding. And him getting the Gift of the Gods championship in this episode is just the exclamation point to the end of that conversation. I'm doing this my way. I'm not throwing anyone else out of the match. I'm beating everyone in my way. I don't care who's in my way. I'm beating them all. And he has. He's undefeated. It's unbelievable. I think the only time we ever seen anything close to that was Matanza. But Matanza eventually got beat by, oh man, I can't remember. Was it Ray? No, I don't think it was Ray. Matanza carried off Ray. Ray's still in the basement somewhere. Wait, the building was condemned after season 4. Does that mean Ray got killed as the building was demolished? Rest in peace, Rey Mysterio. No, we saw him last week on SmackDown. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Mundo has got some extra ammunition for Matanza, and he's going to need it. It'll be probably the only defeat we see Matanza have this season. And I got a feeling that Gauntlet is going to be used more than once. Because the way the odds are for the Worldwide Underground versus that demon that's possessing Rosa and now Ricky Mundo, that ain't going to be pretty either. But now that Mundo's got the gauntlet, he may have what it takes to save his wife and whoever's left of the Underground. There's not many left. The manager's gone. Jack's gone. PJ Black is limping off someplace. So yeah, the Worldwide Underground is diminishing quickly. So we'll see where that goes. I don't know if we're getting that next week or not. I got to check the listings and see what matches are going on when. But because I think it actually said that on my DVR what matches were going on, but it gave me the wrong episode for the wrong week because, like I said, it listed episode 2 as next week, and next week is episode 1 of Ultima Lucha Quattro. So, like I said, programming error, not too worried about it. I'm sure it will correct itself. So, but we do know next week we are getting the Trios Championship elimination match along with the main event of Mask versus Mask, Son of Havoc versus Killshot. And honestly, you can throw the Mask versus Mask part out of it. It wouldn't bother me. I'm just saying, just put that aside. And Son of Havoc versus Killshot is hell yeah, that's a main event. That's going to be ridiculous. And like I said, what's nice is they're going to give these matches enough time at the end of the season. Some of them felt a little rushed this season. But that's been like any season. It's an hour show. You get what you get. But the matches themselves have been great. The show's great. It's it's always a high quality product, but it's condensed. It's not 3 hours of oh my god, I'm dying over here. So. So that's going to wrap it up for this one. Yeah, just a great episode. We have a new Gift of the Gods champion, Jake Strong. And my favorite, Johnny Mundo, has the gauntlet. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Love it, love it, love it. I may do a predictions for the last 2 episodes. I'm not sure when. Maybe Sunday night. Maybe that's something I could do Sunday night. We'll do an Ultima Lucha Quattro prediction show. Or predictions party. So, all right. We'll see. Because, and then, like I said, it's like, damn, we still haven't heard anything about season 5. And it's crunch time. I'm hoping. But, man, half the cast has been killed off. So. Unbelievable. We'll see. So, Jerry's already turning the page. I'm looking forward to Impact Wrestling this Thursday night. Yeah, me too. Don't forget, folks, new time. The big question that a few of my viewers had is, are you going to go live after the show for the new time? This week, I will. Next week, what is this? Today's the 24th. Next week, I can. The following week, I will not be able to because J-Bone got a new job. And I start at like 11 o'clock at night. So that's going to kind of burn into my Impact Wrestling time. So going forward a couple weeks from now, my Impact Wrestling reviews will be a little up in the air. I mean, I'm still going to do them, but it's just far as when I'm going to do them. I might do them Friday during the day, Oh, excuse me. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll do them Friday morning, Friday night, depending on how my Fridays go. We'll see. But I'm not going to stop doing them. It's just, different time, different life change for J-Bone. So we're happy about that nonetheless. We're excited. So leave your comments in the comments below if you're watching this after the fact. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, folks, got to throw a couple plugs in here at the end. We're going pink for the month of October. We got a few weeks left for this promotion. The link is in the description. You can support the cause by buying a t-shirt. Rant with Ant has also on their social media thrown in the link to, if you don't want to buy a t-shirt and you just want to support the cause and send in a few bucks or whatever to I believe it's breast cancer research. I don't know exactly who it is, but all their information is on their social media. Rantwithant.com has been wonderful about that. They set this whole thing up. And I'm part of the team, so I'm just, supporting the cause. If you don't want to buy a t-shirt, they do have the information on their social media for supporting the cause as well. So either way, you're doing a tremendous service. And considering wrestling fans' mood lately, especially after Roman Reigns' announcement, I think that might make people want to give even more. So, not trying to tweak on any heartstrings there. I'm just saying it's been an emotional week for wrestling fans. And whether you like the guy or not, that's just throw that out the window. Cancer sucks, folks. Cancer sucks. And period. End of subject. Cancer sucks. So we don't wish it on anyone. What else? If you came in late and you're watching this after the fact, this will be on wrestlingwithwrestling.com. You can catch all my Lucha Underground stuff there, along with my House of Hardcore stuff. It's been a while. Might be working on something for the show that's coming to Waukesha, though. Got some stuff in mind for that. And what else? Oh, I also threw my Major League Wrestling, the MLW Fusion show on wrestlingwithwrestling.com as well. What don't I throw on there? Impact. And that's tomorrow night. And that's my rantwithant.com stuff. So there you go. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for some Impact After Dark. I'm not as sexy as Scarlett Bordeaux. I can't do the whole. I'm just not as cool. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.